Hello, this is Dr. Kirkendall, and welcome back. And right now, what I want to talk about is the fact that we are in a renaissance. 2006, when the iPhone came out, we're in 2020 now, and in just a short period of time, 10, 15 years now, the entire world has changed. The ability to send and receive information, the ability to understand anything at any moment. Hey Siri, how hot should a pizza be? Hey Siri, how do you synthesize a methylated alkaloid? Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Baghdad right now? We can get information like we've never been able to get before, and that's great. That's wonderful, and our nervous systems are suffering because of it, and that's why I'm actually created this, to kind of share with you from a neurological standpoint and a science standpoint how to actually bridge the two worlds, because there is the world of the science and the cutting edge and college, and I did all that, and you did all that, and we study and we learn, we try to figure it all out. But then there's a part that is the nature, the natural world, the world where we come from, where we come from hundreds of thousands of generations of evolution of, Homo sapiens, sapiens, all the way to now, where we're upright and we're driving and we're drinking our triple shot venti latte on the way to work that we don't enjoy most likely. And so we've kind of separated ourselves from our sense of deep knowing for the sake of science and for, looking good and being cutting edge and being good, this sort of thing. So we want to bring these together, because if we're all science all day and we're all cutting edge and all that, but we're not listening to our heart and our intuition. Matter of fact, a lot of people say, oh, that's silly. That's like we poo-poo that, because intuition, listening to your heart. Gosh, this is what we always had. We looked at the environment around us. We looked at nature. If we're sitting there and having a moment with our beautiful loved one and an eagle sits down and flies in front of us, it had meaning. But now so many things are happening. We've separated ourselves from meaning. And so there is a renaissance in art and medicine and dance and literature and information and technology. Now the renaissance needs to be embodied and anchored heaven to earth into you. You are the renaissance. What's possible for you is that you are now able to bring your magic, your beauty, your wisdom in a way that we never really had a chance to share on a platform like this or otherwise. And so that's the renaissance I'm talking about. And I want us to realize that it's not our leaders and stuff that are going to do this. We are cells of the body, like I said in the former video, that are here to bring this new wisdom and information. And so it's about returning to nature. It's about returning to our interconnectedness with everything and our interconnectedness with our neighbors and not separating ourselves. And when we are constantly on the go and absorbing information, data, math, science, trying to pay the IRS and trying to get here and pick up the kids and drop the kids off and all of these things, we are in our frontal cortex, primarily our left prefrontal cortex, bringing in more and more and more information. And it is separating us when we're in that sympathetic dominance I'm going to talk about in this next video. We're separating ourselves from our ability to hear and feel and know and trust. And that's the thing that gets people on this table back here that are sick, adrenal and fatigue and autoimmune disease and all this, is that separation of ourselves. So we need to bring it back. Let's combine the hemispheres of the brain. The right, which is the colorful and art and dance, with the left, which is the logical, mathematical. Let's combine them at the corpus callosum here in this moment in time, in the renaissance of time that we are in right now. Let's combine this so we are inspired, empowered, world-changing people that bring our hearts, bring our magic, and we need to be anchored and centered. And if we're just, in our mind, where I see in patients and where I started off when I was really sick on this journey, that's how I'm sitting before you. I had severe health issues. I couldn't trust myself. I didn't know what to do. And I was going to all these people and I almost was killed off by the pharmaceutical industry. I was on so many medications. And then I went to someone who's more centered and balanced, and we were actually able to integrate the worlds. And I was totally changed. My whole life had changed within just a few weeks. And I was in bed for years with severe anxiety and chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia, just like you. I have a human body. So I had to learn this for myself. I learned it through the hard knocks. And I wanted to go out after seeing over tens of thousands of patients, 40,000 patient visits, and went and just left the practice, went and traveled and saw how the indigenous were working and how they're connected to the earth and the Achuar Indians of the Amazon and how they guided and listen and trust themselves. And they have wisdom, folks, deep, deep, deep wisdom that we've long forgotten, that if we bring back now with our scientists, wow, we're going to be powerful. And that's the renaissance That's what I'm talking about. See you in the next video.